All right, Bobcat fans, we're inside the Hallsville ISD with Guy Walker, Cody Farrell, the new AP, Walker Plagge. Is that correct?
Walker Plagge, yes, sir.
Nice to have you here. How you doing today?
I'm enjoying it. Having a good day.
Well,
Having a good day.
You're in between the double biscuits today is what you got.
There's no biscuits and gravy. We're just doing a side help with the biscuits.
Mr. Plagge, how long have you been in education?
I've been in education close to 15 years now.
50. What made you decide to go into education?
It was actually realizing that I was actually in the private sector before. I was in banking, and it was right around the crash, 2009 crash, and the company I worked for was one of the people responsible for that whole mortgage meltdown thing.
Savings and loan?
Well, no, it was a smaller business, but they're trying to do things the big business way, and just kind of felt dirty after that. So I thought I'd try to go back into something that's a little more altruistic, and just had a great experience in high school, and knew that I wanted to pass that on to other students and let them have a good, healthy relationship growing up.
So how long have you been an AP?
This will be my third year as AP.
So what's the biggest difference for you going from the classroom, which in the classroom you did math and STEM?
Math and STEM, yes, sir.
And STEM is?
Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So it's basically you integrate everything together, and our main thing was competition with robotics. So that kind of simplifies it. But we did coding, robotics, mathematics, architecture, all the fun stuff.
Cody, he's the smartest man at this table.
He is.
By far the smartest man at the table.
No debate.
So tell me where you went to high school at, and this is a pretty neat deal here.
I was a Salina Bobcat over in Salina, Texas. So that's just, most people don't know where Salina is, but that's just west of McKinney.
So everybody listening here and going to be watching this on YouTube a little later, tell everybody in Hallsville something interesting about you that might not show up on a bio or a resume or something like that.
That I have a 100% win rate. In my entire football career. Now, I've only played football for 2 years, but that's my junior and senior year. G.A. Moore was my coach. I was out running track, and he had me run against some of his linemen just to kind of put his linemen to work, and I outran them, then his running backs and his wide receivers, and just kept outrunning them. Again, I was a track runner, so I didn't have the added weight at the time, and he said, "Dang, boy, we're going to have to use that speed." And so he started me my junior year playing football for the Salina Bobcats, and that's whenever Salina started their win streak. So
GA's first name is G.A. Moore. He's
The
one of the
G.A.
winningest,
right.
one of the winningest coaches in football history in the state of Texas.
There's now actually a street named after him in Salina, where the middle school where I used to work is built on G.A. Moore.
Pretty interesting.
G.A. Moore way.
So 2 state championships, never lost a high school football game. Tell us maybe one thing that Coach Moore and you took from that experience that kind of still sticks with you today.
The teamwork. Mm-hmm. The teamwork, we always, the trite saying, teamwork makes the dream work, right? But we saw it every day. We were the smallest line that Salina had ever had. And our biggest lineman was probably 215. So we adapted and we learned to be quick. And we had to cover each other and make sure that we made all the appropriate blocks. And we learned to trust each other in a real tight phalanx.
So 2 years of undefeated football. At any point did you think, don't be the guy that loses that streak?
Well, I mean, yeah. I actually, again, I come from track, so a lot of the rules I didn't understand. I just kind of went with the flow, just made sure I didn't want to, because, the brothership that you build on that is pretty strong. You just don't want to let the other guys down. So we weren't really focusing on, our win rate and undefeated. We were more focused on, we want to make sure we support each other. And that's what we did, and that's how we won.
So that's pretty awesome right there. So you just you're brand new here at Hallsville.
Yes, sir.
So what is your impression of Hallsville School so far?
It's a great day to be a Bobcat.
Amen.
I like to hear that, and not a stinking pine tree pie.
It's been nice being able to go from Bobcat to Bobcat. We just traded out the orange and white for purple.
And it's quite a bit of a larger district, correct?
It is, yes, sir.
I know Salina was.
It was 2A. It was 2A when I went there. It's 4A now, pressing on 5A.
Have they moved that big up that fast?
When I left, I started there when there was about 1,700 people. When I started school, whenever there was about 1,700 people there, and when we left, the last thing that we saw, the census said about 35,000.
Oh my gosh, well, that's
That's a
quite
lot.
a bit.
Yeah.
Well, Bobcat fans, I know this has been real fast. Thank you, Mr. Plagge. This has been Inside the Halls of HISD with Guy Walker, Cody, our sponsors, Bubba's 33 out of Longview, and Roof Masters. Thank you so much. Go Bobcats.